So we were mid-conversation with
bask
Sabille.
in this, but always
Just checking.
they would find me, the scions. Always the mother tree would clearly not. When I decided softly, I grew. That is when I heard the whispers, the snare cut so deep.
Somewhat to your surprise, Sabille...
Thank you.
Aww.
Then there was the stench until the dark went silent. But I'll not speak of him and his methods. Not now, anyway. Ha! A tale of cloaks and daggers and wonderful.
She bows.
Imagine, and when you're only let out, and after it's done, you lie down in the box once more, with wet hands and mad red thoughts. Sometimes it's best to... The thing is, the box didn't break me. Though I confess, one night, it's when I saw... I'd remember him. Of course.
She bears her...
Mindar and people like... Then, a gush of... A simple... I tore the shackles, but the sun... Oh, the sun. I had risen, ain't over yet. I was given my needle by the master. Guess I'm just sentimental like that. Fine, if it means...
She draws her needle and holds it up.
Go on. Ever so gently touch the tip.
Barely have you touched the needle's pinpoint surface when a thick...
Sharp little mix. Sabille, this needle was forged in an altogether different way. The master's own words. And he was right. But one day soon, he'll find out just... One might say I'm a bit of a sucker for poetic justice.
Let's
The
ask her the
master is
last
on
thing.
the isle. We have to find the master. Seems like all my life was about...
Fame?
Just when I think this land... Still, at least this is an interesting variation on dismal. How many times must I tell you? I have business in the Black Pits.
Alright,
We should head to the excavation site there. The only treasure worth... I was investigating... Alas, they caught me when I... Still, it's good to be on the move again. Ah, this is perhaps the first intelligent question you have asked. After my people are a race far we seek to master. We craft wonders to last through the ages, long after your crude tools have rusted to nothing. There are rumors that I was trying to uncover, but wherever the artifacts of my people are, there is a great variety among our people. Some are tall and lithe, others short and muscled. This is what makes you such... You almost look exactly like every other human out there. Just as every lizard looks like... Walking through this world is as repulsively bland as staring at a wall for a century. No offense, of course. No, I should not. Not yet. Not until I know. And after all, I am still here. Despite the Voidwoken's best... They simply asked me what I was doing there. And I simply told... I may have used the phrase pathetic mortals. Come to think of it, I may... Ignorant! I dare say I have a better knowledge of this world. Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war. But why nitpick? Your history is an certainly one. Where will your kingdoms be in? They will all be dust, along with each and every one of your great heroes. Your people and nations come and go, but the universe is... Even when my people walk this, I have yet to see... No, these laws stretch to infinity. That is knowledge worth having. I fell victim to the fear of the unknown,
time, like we
fear
talked to
of
them,
change. I was on the cusp of a glorious break. I discovered a veil hanging across the universe. A barrier of pure... It was amazing. Who knows what secrets may have been hidden behind that curtain? But do you know, I never thought to ask. Between him purging me and casting me into a what a foolish oversight. If only I'd had your prescience and curiosity, I could have saved... Well, certainly he was not pleased with my insistence that we investigate. Was law. But the reason I was purged was after the king refused to let me investigate the veil. 7 lords. Beneath the king in authority, but far above me. I brought them my research. I had hoped they would help me convince the king of his error. But before they or I could act, well, my sentence was carried out. He ceased to be my king the moment he turned. I did nothing wrong. All I want, who knows? Had I been allowed to continue... I mean, yes. I suppose you could have drained the power from it, but that would have weakened it. After all, the power of the thing is not the point. It hid something. The secrets to the universe could have lain behind that curtain. But now, I fear I never will.
The skeleton stands...
I'm not sure. I remember the big things, of course. But the rest, it's all covered in a fog. I was a scholar. Had I been allowed to present an entire... It would have solved all of our... Once I would have boasted that it was the best form of government.
Alright,
Indeed,
relax.
it was the only form. Living forever under the rule of a wise king is one thing. But if that king... If he should reject philosophy and the natural arts for the sake of power... Well, I can... Indeed, you cannot. Nothing. We crafted our... Your people on... It's a mercy I don't have a nose. They came rather low in my... My wife and daughter always had to compete with my work for my attention.
Ooh.
And my work was always... They were often neglected. Well, before whatever happened, happened.
Lit.
Indeed. So I gathered from your earlier prattling. I also... Oh no, she was a god. When I wore flesh, I knew her as the Lady Armadia. She was one of the 7 lords that served our king.
Really?
Naturally, they acted as any lords would. They bowed to their king, and there was an awful lot of sneering, even back then. One can only imagine how much there is now. Oh, what do you want from me? I'm not here to... If you wish to know what they were like, each of the races were crafted not just in the image of their gods, but in their... Vrogir was large and strong as his orcs. Zantezza quick and witty as an imp. And Rallic prone to bouts of fighting and boasting. You were crafted as an act of ego, but one can hardly hold that against the creatures.
Wow.
In truth, the lords never troubled themselves with too much imagination. Yes, well, if you are quite finished wasting my time, I believe we have some business to get on with. What
Yeah,
would
that's
I
awesome.
do? Oh, dear heart, it is not a question. It is only fitting after all. You worshipped the Eternals as gods. Why not follow one as divine? The Lady Armadia has laid out the plight of the world. It is a grave responsibility, but one that... Yes. And how is that working out? Perhaps if your precious Lucian had been a little less mortal, you would still have a divine, and the Voidwoken would not...
Fair.
Honestly, you turn your back for just a few millennia, and the world goes...
Alright. Ethan, we always talk to Ethan.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
Divan claps you on the shoulder
We're not about to talk to you all the time.
as you suck the smoke deep into your... As the world fades...
Maybe we should have saved before we did that. Well, we did save, but you know what I mean.
As you approach,
My. How you positively brim with sauce. No wonder. After all the adventures you have had, all the things you've had to do, oh, it's naught but a chill. Bit drafty in your soul, that's all.
a sudden shudder jolts through his body so violently that he drops to his knees, stunned into silence. Sauce washes over him, a wave over a single flame, but unlike last time, it seems to have an ancient curse escapes from his lips, spoken so forcefully that for a brief moment all light recedes into the webs of darkness.
I refuse to entertain the possibility. Yes, I can sense the expanse of source inside you. You are ready to learn the spell I've yearned to teach you. The spell you will... I have given you eyes that see the source.
Rallic smiles. and
Nice.
you notice
So
for
we
the
got
first
purged
time
now.
2 vampire-like fangs glistening beneath his upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and
Go on. I'm here for you. Give in to your hunger. Do not heed me or any other. Only your own lust go on.
Do we have to? I don't want to do that.
though your spell tore through him like a spear through flesh, Rallic looks grim.
Speak the spell with brash ferocity. Like I knew you would. My champion. Oh, do you still not see? Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is about power. You can see the souls of the dead. And now you can feed from them to your hungry heart. So feed. For you will starve until you finally feast upon the well of ascension. By all means, fast if you must, but your hunger will soon trump your soul must grow bigger still. Your inner self become a vaster expanse, so that it may house... There are more masters of the source, more aspects of the source to... Just you hurry!
Really?
Go!
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes.
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need another master of source, naturally.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to... We might as well take all of the Masters of Source right now, right? That's essentially what they're saying. I didn't want that book.
What? You have a duty.
So we're gonna have to do all of those quests. Come on, man, just fill it up in one. Streamlining is what we were talking about the last time. We're like, okay, the game needs to learn how to streamline. Okay, so I think we might as well do the Masters of Source thing. All of them, right? Let's go back to the Cloisterwood and help out. Well, let's help out a Hanag. Okay, first, I think we can do this. We already cleaned those chests, yeah? Alright. Already helped him, right? Or we keep it for ourselves, like this tablet? Why? We already learned, like, what we need to learn from it. There's no reason to keep it, I don't think. Let's quick save before we go and bounce up out of here. I guess we go to the Surrey crypt right first. Well, I don't know. I don't know what we do first. So we're probably gonna get like 5 source or some shit. So we need to set like a place for our source skills as well. Set it to Ethan.
Human graves. Let's hope none are earmarked for me.
Oh, it's locked? We got lockpicks for that.
What's above? Look at all these bones.
Yeah. What? What do you mean target is out of sight? I'm talking about the door itself. I guess we need to be like searching. I like how this is the place that we can't find any ghosts.
I've spotted something.
There it is.
Still sounds stuck. Must be more to it.
What more to it could there be?
I've spotted something.
Alright.
Ah, success.
Okay.
It's shut tight.
Oh, it has to be opened.
It's locked fast. Maybe it's connected to some other mechanism. Maybe it's locked fast. It's shut tight.
Yeah? That's how y'all, this is what y'all like, huh?
No, the door.
Alright, split them up. Y'all go in here and do this.
Maybe this one.
Uh-oh.
What did that do?
Ooh, that chicken sounded scary as fuck.
Not the outcome I'd hoped for. Ugh, it's shut tight.
Still?
Maybe this one. Ugh, it's shut tight.
These puzzles are trash. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a dislike if you didn't like the video, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.